Hi everyone, it's Christine from the Crafters Outpost. I had a lot of requests on these little cute coffee filters, tuck spots that you can use in your journals, and they look really cute. If I can find something to show you, but you can put them on a page in your book like that, and then you have plenty of tuck spots here, back here. There's like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4 levels of tuck spots that you can use on a page. And so I got started making these, and they're really addictive. They're cute as all get out to put in your journals. So I just wanted to take the time to show you today real quick on how I made them. So stay tuned. So you guys have inspired me to get back to what I love, and that's vintage. And this is the book that I'm working on right now. I put it up and started working on it like a year ago, and I put it in my stash of things to finish, and I never got back to it. But let me show you how I made one of these cute little coffee tuck spots. And so here's one right here that you can use to put tags in. Like you can use in the very back. And let me see. And so you have like, I don't know, 4 or 5 tuck spots that you can use for these. And they're actually pretty sturdy. I was surprised on how sturdy they were. They didn't rip very much. And so you can just stick stuff like little cute papers. These are my embossing papers that I make. And do it something like that. And this big one back here. So that's really, I mean, it's probably going to bulk your journal up a little bit, but depends on how thick you want to make it. But anyway, that's just an idea of one that I made for this one. And I didn't put lace on this one. So I'm just going to make a bunch of different styles and see which one I like the best. Let me see, I don't know if I put one back here. When I get this book done, I will do a flip through. But let me just show you, for example. So you can take them and you can glue them on the front like that. These, because they have lace, I would probably glue on the front of the page. But I have some here that I've not finished yet that you can just you can even do something like that as a corner pocket, which is really cute. But if you put lace on the back, you know, you'll see it on the other page, page of your journal. And then I thought about, I'm going to make one where the lace just goes in, maybe in the front or the second part. I haven't done that yet to see how that works out, because I still want to be able to see the lace. So, see if you put it in like that. And then if you turn it around, the lace is going to be on that side, which is cute. You can always decorate this side too. And you can probably put lace maybe on the second one if you want to be able to see your tags. So that's just some ideas that's running across my head. And but they're really cute. They're really simple to make, and then they're easy to have when you need something to decorate a page with. My lighting in here is not that great this morning, It's kind of cloudy, so I apologize. I don't know how to fix my lighting problem because there's a lot of shady stuff in here that's interfering, but if you can see that. And then I'm going to do a black and white journal someday. I've been saying that for 5 years. I haven't got to it yet. You know how it goes. But they're really cute for a tuck spot. And you can, you know, if you do it that way, you'll have a tuck spot on 2 pages. But you just won't see the lace. Or you can do it like that. This is cute. I love vintage. That's my favorite. Okay, so that's it. Let's get started on making one. And I use washi tape on these. So you can use lace, washi tape. This I just took... I have some markers and I did a design there. Now these have been sewn, but the problem with that is it's very time consuming, and they're so thin that the glue works just as well. And unless I change my thread, which I'm lazy, and did some black to have some contrast, as you can see, you really can't see the sewing that well. Not to make it worth doing because it's very time consuming, and my sewing machine is always acting up because I use it a lot. And so here's one I haven't sewn yet. Well, this was covered up with washi tape anyway, so it didn't matter. That one's been sewn, but you can't really see the difference. So I don't know that I'm going to take time to actually sew all of them. And then I use my, what's it called? The little, let me see if I can find one. These stickles. And did some stickling there. And so that one's really vintage. I love that. So I don't know that I'm going to be sewing anymore. Although that did turn out cute. Okay, so let's get on with it now. So what I did, and I know I have a lot of shadows, and again I apologize, I just can't seem to get these shadows out of here. But you can buy these coffee filters at Walmart. I bought a stack of white ones that I'm going to coffee dye, but then I found these brown ones and they work out pretty good. And so all you do is take them out and you flatten them. And then I just fold them in half. And again, even though they're thin, I mean, they're very durable. I guess they would have to be if you're putting them in coffee pots with water and coffee. My husband loves coffee. He drinks it all day, so I told him to start saving them because it keeps me from having to do the coffee dye. Now, when you fold these, you can fold them as up as high as you want. Or, like there's a couple here that I did, like this one, where I folded it lower, like way down here, to get the double wrinkles. So it's all to your preference on how you want to fold them up. But you can even go maybe like that. So it just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. But I was trying to play around with them and see, like I did different levels. And then these I made totally different. I don't even know how well, I do know how I came up with that, but this is a smaller pocket if you have a smaller journal and you don't want them to be so big. And I'm still working on designing a lot of these. I did another design. Let me see. So what I did here is I left a little spot, tuck spot right here, and I put that little flower in there. And then I'm probably going to use this matching flower and put it like that. Something like that. So you can decorate them however you want. The sky is the limit. But I just made these little flowers, and then I just tucked it down in there like that and gave it like some wings, and then I'll put the bow in the middle. Okay, so I'm still playing with these and trying to figure out different designs. Alright, so now I'm just going to fold it. Again, however high or low you want it. And fold it. And the glue, I mean, I use my glitter glue for everything because when I sell my journals, I want things to hold, and I don't trust Elmer's to keep things together. So that's what I use to glue with. So another quick tip is that before I was taking my ink pad or whatever stamp you want to use. This was the one that I used. And I was stamping the whole thing. Okay, and then I realized I try to find things that I can do and work smarter, not harder. But what I realized, after they're folded up, you're really not going to see anything, especially if you glue the back to your page. So you're not even going to see the back of that. Unless you're, you know, using it as a page like that, then you would see the back. But if you're doing it like that, you're not going to see the back, you're going to glue it. So I'm thinking, why am I spending all this time stamping the whole thing? So what I did is, after I glued this, okay, then I just stamped the front, you know, instead of the whole thing. And so, because you don't see it, so it's kind of a waste of ink and time. And so you just run, you don't need a lot of glue, especially if you're going to sew them. So I just go basically to the end of there. And I try to get it even as I can. But we are not about perfection, are we? Okay, and see, that doesn't take but a second to dry because it's so thin. And then my next step is a stamp. So what I do is I just take this, and this is very old, but sometimes I put water on it and it still does okay. So I just take it and go across like that. Whatever design that I'm trying to go after. I think I probably need to put some water on this. Okay, and then I just see where I want to stamp at. And I put the whole thing down. And then I just rub. And it doesn't take much. So you can have it darker, lighter, whatever you want. I want to make sure that I get the pocket part first. See how cute that is? Can you see it? Trying to get under the light. So you can make it as light or as dark as you want. Some of them I did really dark, like this one. And then sometimes I like the lighter ones. And then that's it with the stamping. And you're not doing the whole thing. Now, if let's say I want to use this is just without the lace, and I want to just put it on the page like that. And if I'm going to see it on another page, then I would consider stamping it. And you can stencil as well. I did add a little bit of stenciling on a few of them. So if you're like doing a theme of flowers or something like that, see, now I can use that and it will show up on the back as well, or the front as well as the back. So that's really it with the stamping. And then let me see, I got these stencils. So if I wanted to like decorate this, you know, over here, and maybe do a little pink or red, whatever color that is. I hope I'm in the light for you guys so you can see, but you can do like a little flower off to the side, like that. Or you can put one on the back. So you can do stenciling on these too. And again, if you don't want to sew, you can do the markers to make it look like sewing. But that's it for the decorating with the stamps and the stencils. So, as always, the sky is the limit. Okay, so this one, I'm thinking about, and I always put the lace on before adding this, because with this one, I put all this on first, and then when I put the lace on, it was like, that ain't gonna work. So these are just little tips that I learn as I'm going. See, now even if I tried to stencil, I don't know, let's try. I don't want to smash my flower. It just makes it harder. So it's better to put your lace on next before you decorate. And then all I did was I ran like these little gel pens that I have and did a design along there. So that's pretty it, guys. I mean, you can really go crazy with decorating these. I've made a bunch, as you can see, that I have to decorate yet. And then also another tip is I made some that went to the right and then some that went to the left, because if I want to put it on the page like that, depending on where you want your, I guess it really doesn't matter, but anyway, just my crazy ideas that I come up with. So then what we're going to do is find some lace, and you know what would look really cute? I'm trying to think if you could even decorate with some doily behind it, like that. I mean, there's stuff you can use for the back. It doesn't have to be lace. If you had little teeny doilies to put on the front, that would be cute. Let's see if I have one. Nope, still a big one. These are all little doodads, ephemera I've been making. Okay, where's my lace? Let's see. And you don't have to use, you can also use stuff like this. Instead of ribbon, you can use, you know, material. And, but that's what I'm going to do next. I have to go find my lace. I'll be right back. Okay, so I found the lace that I want to use. And so I'm going to use this pink here. And then I just take the back. You got to make sure it's flipped up so your lace is showing in the back, the front, like that. Okay, and then we're just going to glue that down. Now, another thing you have to remember is this paper is very thin. So I take a piece of plastic and I just put it back here so when I'm gluing it, it doesn't stick down to whatever I'm trying to glue on, if that makes any sense. So I usually just do a little bit across, and then I'm just going to feed this. I want that front to go like that. So I'm just going to feed it across. Like that. And then what I do is I take something, because this takes a minute for it to adhere to the paper. So I take something heavy that'll hold it down. Well, okay, I lied. My lighting in here is a little bit better now that it's evening, but sometimes you have to apply a little bit more glue. And this stuff usually sticks pretty good. It's the art glitter glue. And you just gotta hold it for a minute. So then I take something heavy and put it on to let it dry. Why I do this end, because it's really hard to do the whole thing at once, especially when you're dealing with the lace. It wants to pull away. And like I said, there's so many things you could use to do the backing with. Not just lace. You can probably even use some type of decorative paper. I have all kinds of ideas. Right now it seems to be lace is the easiest thing to do right now because I have tons of it. And I need to be using it up. And so this is a great project if you have little snippets from other things that you do that you can use. And then I try to set the whole thing on there. Not very long, doesn't take long. But while we're waiting for that to dry, I have made a lot of these kind of little flowers, and so this is what I'm kind of working out of. And you can use stickers to decorate the front. I haven't done that yet. But even these little guys look cute. And these are really easy to make. Any type of paper flower. Or these guys I made a long time ago. I don't really, I mean they're okay to decorate pages with, but it's just not my favorite look. So I don't use them that much. But these little guys turned out cute, and I did that with a circle punch. And just inked it and put some, I forget what that's called. Okay, well, anyway, you can use anything actually. Like I have a whole roll of this that's good to use. I'm going to use that on this one. I'm trying to use what's ever on my desk. And so, like that, you know. Okay, so I have all these little flowers. And these guys are cute. They're a little bulky though. So it's nice to stick with something flat. And then it doesn't bulk it up too much. Like these would be too bulky, I think. Or you can even take some hearts. I have some punch-out hearts that I made I could probably use. This one's kind of more flat, but it kind of takes up the whole thing. So here's some more I made. You know, something like that. Then I made these pinwheels that you saw on one of these, I think I did. Just got to flatten them down a little. And this one's really kind of cute and vintage. I was going to use that one on one. So, again, the sky is the limit on how you can decorate these things. And I guess people would say that's the fun part, but sometimes it is more challenging for me. Now this one I was going to use, but it has a Bragg's in the back, and I didn't want to put that through the paper. I'm probably going to use this as a book closure, but I guess you get the idea. These are just some that I've made. So that should be dry now. So see, that's going to be the back. And then it comes right off of the plastic, so you don't have to worry about it being glued to this part, as long as it's somewhat dry. And then, so there it is. I hope I'm not having a lot of shadows. It looks like I'm having a shadow problem again. Okay, so then I take the scissors and I just cut off the edge. And then in the other ones I was taking like the leftover, a piece or something, just to decorate this little end part, which I think is really cute. But I don't know if I want to do that, if I'm going to use this. I guess that would be cute. I guess I should put this down first. And this I probably could cut down a little smaller. I might do that. So the same thing, you want to make sure you're sticking some plastic in between so you're not gluing it to the other parts of the paper. So I'm going to take this and just do something like that. I don't know if I want to take it all the way up. No, just a little piece, and I can cut that off after I glue it. So I did want to mention that I have this giveaway going on right now, and thank you to all the people that posted your favorite journal, and of course number one, the vintage one. So if you want to enter that, you have to go to my YouTube channel and watch one of my videos and comment so I can put you in the contest when YouTube picks the winner. And as you know or don't know, the point is I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. I've been doing this a long time and I've not really put a lot of effort in it, and now I'm trying to get some new beautiful subscribers like you all. And so if you enjoy my videos, I'd appreciate it so deeply if you could go subscribe, and I will try to commit to making videos more than once a year, because that's all I've had time for. I've had a lot going on in my life, and so I'm trying to be more committed now that I'm going to be home for a while and not out running around, because I love doing it. I've only got 93 videos out there, and I've had the channel, I think, over 5 years, so that tells you I was creating a lot, I just wasn't videotaping it. You know, as any of you know that are crafters knows, it's very time consuming to do all that. And I have moved several times throughout the last 5 years, so it wasn't a priority. So now I think I'm sticking around and I'll have more time to make videos. I'm going to try to commit to at least one a week. Okay, so and don't worry about this glue. I mean, it dries clear, and it doesn't hurt your paper at all. Okay, so now I don't think I want this to be that big though. So let's trim that down a little. I hope I don't lose my going. Should I go circle? Should I stay square? I think I'm going to stay square and just cut it down a little, because I do like the looks of this, and it's very vintagey, if that's a word. Okay, making a mess, but that's what we do. Okay, so now I'm going to trim this, and I probably should trim this a little better. Just be careful that you're not cutting your paper. Okay, I think that's good. And then we'll cut this trim off. Now, I haven't been really decorating the back, because again, these are probably going to be glued to the pages because I have the lace on the back side. Now, if I did one with the lace on the inside, then that would be okay, because you would still be able to see it. And I happen to have no lace on my desk right now. So in other words, if you did something like on the inside, like that, then when you put it on a page, not glued down, in other words, if this was your page, then you'd be able to see it. Or you could do both and actually have the back side as well laced. So lots of things you can do. And I still have lots to make, so I'm going to be experimenting, and I'll probably be posting pictures as I go along. because that always helps me and reminds me of the things that I've done in the past. And it actually, my own videos, inspires me because I have forgotten sometimes what I made. So there, that one went off. Okay, so I'm going to do something like that. And okay, I don't guess I have any left. I was going to put some more pink under there, but I think I used the whole. See, if you just have a little splash of color behind there, doesn't take much. But then I don't know, maybe I just like it like that. Okay, so put my plastic back on. Okay. I think that's good. Now, this is going to kind of be hard to glue down because this stuff is so thin. And are you guys getting a glare off of that? I apologize. You're getting a glare off the plastic. But I think you'll get the gist of it here. These little strings are kind of hard to glue down, but I am going to be gluing the middle part on top of it, so that part will be glued down. And that one tends to want to come off. Okay. Let's see if I can get this down the way I had it. Probably not. If I can glue that little frill piece there, I don't want to take it off. This stuff's hard to work with, but it's cute. I like it. It's very vintage. It's just a little more difficult to work with it. Now, again, I didn't sew this one because I don't think I want to spend the time doing it. And I'm going to glue this right on top of there. So, I wish I had some more of this pink because I kind of like the little dab of color. Really, is all you need just to give it some interest or some dimension. I don't know, what do you think, guys? Should I or shouldn't I? Nah, I'm gonna ditch it. Alright, so let's glue this down. And again, I made these off of a little round, I think, 1/2 inch or inch punch. And these are real simple. You can sit in front of the TV and do these all night long. I'm not sure if I have a video of that. Like I said, I made a lot of stuff and I didn't videotape it. But I did keep the pictures so I can look back. And for the life of me, I can't remember what that's called. It's not Muslim. It's something else. And it's in the other room, so I can't even show it to you. But it's a white, and then I just take my ink, Distress inks, and make it brown. Okay. feel too wet back there, so I think I'm safe to take it off. Like I said, it don't take long for it to dry. Okay, let's get rid of the glare. Sorry. If I could ever get my video. Here I've been a photographer my whole life and I can't get this lighting right in this bedroom. Okay. Yep, so it didn't stick to the paper. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the back would be considered a pocket as well. Now, let's see how cute that's gonna look. On a page. Let's try this one. So I can even go on that side. Or we can do it on that side. But aren't they cute, guys? I just love them. They're just so adorable. I mean, I've got all kinds of things going through my head right now, what I could do with these. Or, you know, make something else with them. And put a gift card in there and maybe make it into, you know, a card. Put it on the front of a card. I don't know. I have all these ideas, I just don't have enough hours in the day to actually do what I think about. Okay, so I think this is it. And I am going to try to make more of these. And the other little one. And I'm just going to do different folds and see what I can come up with. And when I do, I will share it with you guys. Okay, well, thank you for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell or notification so you can get my videos when they come out. The giveaway will be announced when I reach 1,000 subscribers. So the more you guys share and like and subscribe, the quicker we can get there. And then I will be giving away the vintage journal. Alright guys, have a great day. See you next time.